Abzan Legends is a deck that I had completely given up on when I first imported the list from some other streamers or players. I can't remember exactly where I got the list from, but I was very underwhelmed. It felt like a deck that had very little worth in the metagame when it comes to like comparing it to other decks like Esper. It just felt like it was a worse version of Esper. And I had just completely thrown that deck out the window and just, deleted it. But recently I had some kind of an epiphany that Tyvar is a really busted card with another card specifically that's seeing a lot of play right now, and that is Skrell. Now, Tyvar allows you to activate abilities of creatures you control as though they have haste. So essentially, you can use tap abilities immediately when the creature enters the battlefield that turn. And the thought process was that the might is so strong in a deck that people have to deal with it to access your other creatures. And one of the major downsides of might is that, let's say you have two in hand and they kill your first one, well, the next one comes into play, but cannot protect your creatures that are already on the battlefield for that turn. But that is not the case with Tyvar. And that is just on a base level. But then there's also the consideration that might is obviously, one CMC, and Tyvar has an ability with the -2 to mill 3 cards and return a creature card with mana value 2 or less to the battlefield. So essentially, they have to kill your might, and then you just bring it back. And it can activate its ability immediately. So that's already quite insane. And that gave some spark to the Abzan Legends deck in theory, right? I had the idea that it could potentially revive the deck from its pretty much unworthy state that it was in before. And that was already insane. And then obviously on top of that, the more you start thinking about it, the more it makes sense. The card Thalias, also in white, and is also a creature that is extremely devastating to certain decks, and they almost have to answer it. But what if they answered it and then you followed up with a 3-drop that could just get it back from the graveyard? That could be like truly devastating, right? So those two things already convinced me that there's something to look at here that could potentially be very powerful. And then, I just built the normal core Abzan Legends build. Has Malira, obviously, it has Glissa, it has Rata, Shieldred, and Owl. That's the core legendary aspect of this deck. And then I started to try to think about other creatures that might be worth playing, and one of them is Brutal Cathar, which is even at its best in a deck that is exactly playing green and white, thanks to Malira being able to protect your Cathar, on top of the might being able to protect your Cathar, and on top of the fact that you have Tyvar to bring back the might to protect the Cathar again. So Cathar has never been better in any deck. It is absolutely at its best exactly in Abzan colors due to the Tyvar and the Malira. Now, this is a card I'm currently testing with, is another card that uses Tyvar exceptionally well. It's Catilda, which will give your other humans tap, add 1 mana of any color of this, add any mana of this creature's colors. So making your other humans mana dorks. And they will be able to use those mana abilities immediately if you have a Tyvar in play. So this card has been quite good, and I do think it might not be ideal in this deck, but it's worth testing. It is still early enough in the deck's life that I think it should remain in the deck for now. Now, of course, there are other options. Mostly I'm thinking about Guardian of New Benalia or whatever, or I forget what that card's name is. It's not legendary, but the 2/2 indestructible that can give itself indestructible and has enlist. I think that card's very good and potentially has a spot in this deck as well. Another thing of note is that Glissa and Rata have the most devastating synergy that you can possibly have between a 3-drop and a 4-drop. It is quite insane because Glissa is a zombie, and this gives zombies vigilance. And one of the major downsides of Glissa is that it attacks and then it can't block. But now you can block, so that's pretty strong. Obviously, we all know what Shieldred does, and we all know what Owl does, so two of the biggest haymakers in Legends still here still just as strong, and yeah, it's doing quite a lot of legwork for the deck in the mid game. Now we've got 28 lands. I don't know if it should be 28 or 27. That's still something I am deciding on. But for now, 28 feels fine. It is pretty good with the channel lands. Like the duplicate channel lands make it kind of worth it. It's kind of like you're playing like 20, 6, 25 really if you start using these. Of course, you could probably go up like one more Takenuma, maybe. Something to consider. I don't know yet. The mana base is good, but I'm still not sure about how many channel lands you're supposed to play to like, because obviously you don't have Rafine, so if you draw those lands, well, they're stuck in your hand forever. So you really want them to be active. But yeah, that's something I'm still figuring out. I'm sure you can just tune it as you see fit. It would be totally fine. Now, we do have 3 cutdowns on the sideboard. That's like a classic. 2 Hearst, that's also a standard. 2 Loran, pretty normal stuff. 2 Go for the Throat. A lot of just normal, just black and white interaction or like disruption. Anointed Peacekeeper, very good against control. Depopulate for soldiers. 2 Wandering Emperors. Very standard sideboard, not really that much to talk about. But yeah, I've gone over the strategy of the deck. I've gone over the card choices, and now it's time for some gameplay. Okay. Alright, we're on the play. That's good, I guess. Two drop, 3 drop, 4 drop, maybe. Uh-oh. The banned poison deck. I mean, I feel like this should be a... Oh, it's Esper poison. Proliferating doesn't really do much, does it? What other creatures am I really playing around here? I think I'm supposed to open with this, because if they have another removal spell, at least they can't poison me. The Billy Go, thank you for the prime, I appreciate it. Yeah, I guess I just slammed this at this point. Would have been better, obviously, to grab this, but it's okay. Edicts, maybe? Or just bounce? Okay. Sure. It's not necessarily that good for them, right? Since they don't have much here. They're also stuck on 2. Okay, now they're no longer stuck on 2. We'll definitely attack here. Oh, interesting. I would have blocked with the chorus. You get another 1/1 from this anyways. Definitely a mistake. Oh, and they're taking 2? Okay. So that means they have access to the exile, potentially. No. Protection from white. Put them to 2. That's not very useful. I guess I just wait a turn, right? Just pass and then or just cast this. I think it's counterspell. So at that point, I don't even want to play into anything, but I guess that forces them to tap out. I'll just bypass next turn. Ooh, unexpected. Hold up the removal, and then I go in for 4, and that should be lethal with the Plaza up. Seed Core. I was trying to force the actual counter, the 2-mana one, but I shouldn't be surprised that they're running Spell Pierce. They kind of have to. They have to be very mana efficient in this deck. Also, Seed Core is a very good card. Pretty much the only reason I think Poison is viable at all. Shouldn't even give them that. Could still activate that. I guess I should play around the land. But that would only be... Oh, now they have a color. Oh, can't block. Okay. So... Otora. I have hexproof, so... Okay, that doesn't really accomplish that much. And they can only really cast one spell, right? Also, this doesn't tap for black. Pretty weird matchup. I mean, they're even using the bounce spell. I mean, I do think the owl has a lot of value in this matchup, just from being a flying blocker. Block this. But... I mean, once they get 3 poison on me, I kind of lose, right? This doesn't do anything. This could do something. It could also just be useless. Also, Galissa's not looking too good here. Wouldn't say it's bad, but it's probably just always worse than Loran. They could be playing Wedding Announcement. They could be playing Hive. I might, maybe it's correct to just cut it entirely for Al. Wow. This hand would be perfect. I might keep it. I think it's a risk worth taking. This is like almost insta win if I hit 2 mana. I'm gonna try it. I don't think I have many opportunities to win this matchup naturally on the draw. I don't really have tap lands on my deck either, so hitting a 2/1 first striker protected by Skrelv would be, I think, game over for them. If they don't counter it. But I mean, I do have 28 lands too, so I think it's a risk worth taking for sure. Wow, so many Miracs. Counterspell. I mean, I have another one, so does it really matter? Not really. If I hit this shield red, I think it's just GG. Sure. Sorcerer speed? Okay, oh my goodness. If I hit one more land here. Nice. 28 lands paying off. Very much so. Their mana base is a little bit scuffed as well. No access to white. Although I don't know what the white is for. Oh no, we do know what the white is for. They have a bunch of white creatures. Okay, so they're going to 3 poison, yeah. Oh, that's Death Touch. Okay, well. I'm just hopefully it doesn't lose me the game, but that was just terrible. Brain's not fully awake yet, I guess. Still pretty low. And they have to take a bunch of pain land damage as well. kind of forgot that Malaria has the poison counter thing. So I would have actually only taken one, right? Okay, well. Thankfully I was too far ahead and their mana base was just horrendous. No 1-drop, no 2-drop on the draw. Kind of have to keep the most impactful cards, but maybe go for the high roll. I don't know. Pretty sure Esper just beats this naturally, but we'll see. Okay, but they don't have that many removal spells, so hopefully they don't have another one. In this position, I'd rather have a shield rather than this, though. Okay, so it's not. All right, sure. It's not Rafine. At least I have to block every turn, but yeah, in this case, I'd rather have this, I think. Oh, it is Rafine, okay. Then I would probably rather have a shield red. But I will be able to bypass eventually. The wedding house is just really annoying. Eventually they'll run out of tokens, so. And I guess they can't really interact with this card. Wow, why not attack first? Don't tell me they have a Ganjo, that would suck, but. I don't really care about the stats, I'm gonna be honest, but the problem is I can't bypass Bankbuster anyways. So I guess they would have to block it. It's an interesting decision. Just go for the card advantage. I mean, they have very limited amounts of interaction. Ugh. Oh well. And they can defend it now, so that sucks. Oh, that's good though. That's very good. They'll draw a card, but they'll have no defense. I mean, I have a solid board stage, just nothing that really pushes me to win this. They have more card advantage. They don't really have any threat. I need shield red. Oh, Depop. Okay, interesting. Oh, I could have blocked here too. Whoops. My bad. I'm definitely not playing very well today, but this was.
Show them what you're made
I should have blocked that though. I forgot. Ugh.
Try to best me, if you can.
How does this work exactly? I'll leave the might. Do I get everything back anyways? So I definitely do this. I think I would get these back.
Kneel before the Emperor of Kamigawa.
Okay. Alright, sure.
I won't let you fall.
I mean, this can tap for its mana immediately, right? So I guess I just protect this and then yeah, okay. So this against white. I get to destroy wedding announcement.
Time is up.
Rats are really clutch in this matchup. It's not that good in other matchups, but really good against Rafine decks. But is this the same situation where I save this? I think so, yeah. Wait, can this tap for mana immediately? I think it can. It's pretty interesting. I think they lose their Rafine and I get a bunch of zombies. I mean, I would not win this game without Ratsa, so it's pretty clutch. I can get another Skrull back. Which I guess is relevant. Is this lethal? No. But I can't draw a card. Well, maybe because everything's vigilance. Zombie human. No. Only one taps for mana. I could tap it, untap it. No. Don't not work. I need another human. Oh, I could get Catilda back. Does that do anything? Not really. Can tap for mana immediately, but either way I would not be able to. No. Can I try to like high roll something? Not really. You could just go to combat now and see. Oh, they can. Can crew Bankbuster. That sucks. I can't do any damage then. I mean, they're not out of the. Yeah, they're not out of it just yet, but I'm not in a great spot. Just say that. Need to hit like a Thalia or something. I don't know.
Let's clash against rally, my friend.
Oh, I do have a Thalia. Oh, that was not
This will make a thrilling tale.
not exactly what I wanted to do, but all right.
I won't let you fall.
Yeah, that was not a. That was. I'd rather take 1 damage here, but whatever. It's annoying. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That tapping that is potentially costing me the game here. Although I think I win on this turn. I can do the untap thing. This can't. Okay. Oh no, they have a blocker now too. But they don't have another blocker. Okay, that should be the win. So how do I do this? This can't tap in combat. Only this can tap for mana in combat. So actually, maybe I don't win. If I tap and untap this now, then I can pump everything. And maybe they'd be forced to block this. 3-3-3-3. Okay, they would be forced to block that. So I guess it is worth it.
I believe in you, friend.
Don't think there's another way to do this, but could also be wrong. Oh, if I get protection, is that lethal? It might be. I think it is because no, that's only 10, right? They can block a 3-3. Then I have 3-3-3. Wait, what? Is this lethal? 4? Oh no, it is lethal anyways. 4, 3-3-3, 12. Okay. Never mind. It's already lethal. I miscounted. I think I counted 1 less attacker, so I thought I had. I thought I had maybe. I don't know. Whatever. It's a weird matchup, man. It's like an Esper control with Rafine. Bunch of sweepers. Bunch of enchantments. This is one of the only matchups where I would want 2 of these. So potentially having one in the sideboard could be useful. Oh, it's gonna be good. Guardian is going to be good. Catilda is okay. Everything is kind of good. Malera is good. I think it's always easier to climb in best of 3, but actually no. Never mind, it is easier to climb to Mythic in best of 1, I think. I don't know. I have no answer for that. But cut an owl because I'm on the draw. Probably not. Definitely want this. Maybe. Actually, I might cut a Glissa just because. I don't think it's gonna connect, but I guess it might with the scroll. I'll cut now. Or cut a shield red. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I'll just cut Catilda. I don't think Catilda's that insane. Soldier's a very good deck. In best of 3 and best of 1, I think. Wow, this hand would have been the nuts if I had this side and 3 lands. How do I hit a 0 lander in a 28 land deck? Thanks for the prime, Mr. Light. Appreciate it. 2 white. I guess I do this. Pretty bad hand, but if I hit a 2-drop or a 1-drop, it's fine. Or I hit another 5-drop. Unfortunate, they had a stumble too. I could have been very far ahead here. If I just had a hand that does anything. Yeah, it's too late now. Could have won this. Maybe I should have mulliganed to 5. Can I just lose here? Well, nah, I just lose. I don't really see anything. Eventually they'll hit the farewell. Oh, good. I would have held up the Wandering Emperor, but they didn't. So now they wasted their removal spell. They probably have a counter spell though. Can't play around it.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
Okay, no counter spell. Alright, there's a small chance. Small chance I connect here. This is annoying. Yeah, they would have lost this game if I had 2-drop at least.
Thanks. I'll be
The tap land. At least they're 1 turn off of farewell. Okay, that's fine. Wait, that's actually totally fine. As long as I don't find something too small. This Thalia or Thalia Skrelv? Isn't Thalia Skrelv better? Because then they can't use this this cut down. And they can't farewell yet. You can also stifle their draw. It's pretty good. It's pretty decent situation actually.
You're good.
They definitely misplayed with the go for the throat over Wandering Emperor, and that's probably gonna cost them the game. But I did, yeah. Damn. I wish my early game was a little bit tighter. This would have been much easier.
I know something.
The Kaito on 3 unanswered is just a little bit tough. But they still need to find land, so they might be taking a bunch of damage. And I can Tyvar into nothing, but I guess I can untap maybe? Yeah, I can untap Skrull if they go for like something crazy. Or actually I can get whatever. Yeah, return a creature. So it's not a target, so that's good. Okay, they don't have mana for cut down. That's pretty good. And also they're gonna take, I mean, their farewell's gonna hurt them. Don't. They block here to save Kaito. Would they do that? Jump block Denik. Well, I mean, I can't really use the might. No, because I want to cast Tyvar. Okay. I don't want to put this into Wandering Emperor
You've got
uh, range. Are they looking for Farewell?
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
They need untap land, which is not guaranteed. Okay, they found it. I have a good follow-up at least, but... They're gonna kill the might, and then I just... minus next turn.
believe in
Yeah.
friend.
Tough one. Can also chump with Denik again. But I could bypass Denik. They're only looting at least. They've lost one farewell, so they shouldn't have many answers for this. Sure.
Share in my glory.
I could spend the mana, right? Now, they could first strike, but I have the lands.
The fun just started.
Well, I have the land if it leaves mana up for it. Hmm. Sorcery speed, kill might.
That's coming off.
It's pretty interesting. But I don't think I protect that.
My judgment is final.
Not sure. I have to hope to hit something with the Tyvar, I think. Yeah, I did make a misplay this game. I should have bypassed the turn where they had farewell. I wasn't like 100% sure they hit the land. Like if they don't hit the land, it's probably better to hold up the scroll, but odds are they hit the land with the Kaito. Well, that's pretty useful. No, they can. That is not good because they can do that. Another Wandering Emperor. Is that why they did it sorcery speed? Maybe. That's got to be worth protecting now. Otherwise, I'll be playing into a 4-3 anyways. First strike. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but at least I've got the Malira now, so it's not the worst. Question is, do I minus? Probably not.
Training for this?
Yeah, it's probably not worth it. Too random. Just wait it out.
You've got this.
Wait it out until something else dies. They are falling behind, so this owl should be able to go pretty far. So I no longer have any opportunity to play around Wandering Emperor, so that definitely sucks. Ah, that's pretty unfortunate. But
Feel the energy
I guess
of
it's not the
battle,
worst.
then guide it like water.
Still get the scry.
You are not much of a roadblock.
I think I'll take the land. Or I could put both bottom and go for the minus. I mean, they're gonna plus on Denic. And then attack. And then I guess I block and I activate Malira. Does that mean I keep this on top because it's guaranteed hit? Probably not. But that probably means I also put this at the bottom. Because this is popping anyways. Oh, they'll get a draw from that. Do I just give them Tyvar if they attack? I think so. In that case, I would probably want this land. But I think I'm going to minus Tyvar here. Yeah. I'm going to go for a high roll. Just because it's dying anyways. Yeah. Sure. Okay.
Never give up. You can win.
Oh, that also gives them a card. Oh. That's not good. I mean, at this point, I'm not winning this game anyways if they find whatever. I need Shield Run. It was probably still worth to give them a card for me to draw a card. Drawing a Skrelv, essentially. So they can trade this for
I
this,
have got new moves to teach you.
which is probably fine. Or they can also not do that. Which I guess is also fine. Not what I wanted, but...
There's that second wind.
Until next time, then.
Yeah, I just lose here. I don't really see how I come back. I don't have farewell. I should maybe be playing a farewell on the sideboard. Just naturally lose this game over time. Although they might... maybe. The problem is the Bankbuster could start attacking. Although I would block here and activate Malira anyways. Yeah, okay, we can do that. That's a play. They'll get a draw, but at this point, I'm way beyond that. I need to find Shield Red. Okay, they could also just not... Okay, sure. Alright, I get to see what's going on. Probably just use this on Bankbuster. Must have hard counter. Wandering Emperor. Alright, well, it's gotta go on Wandering Emperor. Unfortunate. Shit, I don't have enough time here. I'm playing too slow. Two turns.
Take my hand.
Two turns. It's potentially doable. Not that far off, but I think the problem is that they have a lot of good attacks here. I'm running out of time. I need I don't know. I need them to make a misplay at this point, I think. Oh yeah, I can kill them next turn with double unblockable. No, I can't. You're wrong, actually. I forgot. Because they can just kill the Scrub in response. Well, now maybe. I don't know. But I can't take all of this, so... It's either I just do this and die. I mean, I have to block, so... I think I just have to do this, and that's all there is to it.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and
At least it
I
costs
will
them so much mana to use that, thanks to the Peacekeeper. Okay. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted anyways.
strike fast and strike hard.
Alright, I win. Nice. At least I think I do, unless I brick. I definitely did not. Definitely did not. Okay. If you enjoy my content and would like to see me keep making it, consider joining my Patreon, where you will gain access to a bunch of bonus videos, other types of content, and of course, depending on the tier, other services as well. Thank you so much to all the lovely patrons that have already subscribed. I appreciate you all very much. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.